Hey, what's up everybody? Today I wanted to do a quick tutorial on emitting things. We're going to talk about emitting things and emitting gravity-free things. So when emitting things, I think the most popular thing people like to do with it is to make guns. So let's jump right into it and start making a gun. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do soft snap angles, and this is very important. You want it to be holdable, and you want it to remain held until your grip is pressed. And that's for you HTC Vive users, is the little side buttons. That just means when you hit the grip button, it will drop whatever you're holding. Next, we also want to show center and direction. This is very important for when you emit your thing, the direction it's going to go. Now, if you say to yourself, "Oh no, Sergeant Acid, I messed up and I made the handle of my gun first. Whatever will I do? My creation is destroyed and I should start from scratch." No, you don't necessarily have to start from scratch if you mess up and you forget to have your emitter facing in the right way. You can just create a new thing, show center and direction, and I wind up doing this more often than not because I always get excited and forget to place my emitter in the right spot. Anyway, so you could just easily do something like that. Point at your gun with your context laser and add it to your creation. And now you've got a correct, pardon me, facing block to emit your bullet, which we will get to now. So next we will create a bullet. Scale all parts. Let's scale it down a little bit. And that's it. I made one earlier. Cool. We can actually delete that at that point. So now what we're going to do is going to recontext laser our gun, edit clone. We're going to context laser this little box here, and we're going to do when triggered. Then you have two options here. You have emit thing and emit gravity free thing. And here's the difference between the two. When you emit thing, it's going to come into the world under the effects of the gravity of the world, unless it's a gravity free world. And when you emit gravity free thing, it's not going to be under the effects of the gravity. So for instance, that is emitting gravity free birds, and that's what gives them the ability to fly through the sky. Otherwise, if I were to emit thing just like this from that bird nest, those birds would just shoot out of there and just fall straight to the ground. So what we're going to do is emit a gravity free thing, and then it's going to ask you to drop that thing from your inventory. We've made our bullet. We just drop it onto the board. Sometimes you will get the word here, but sometimes you don't. If you want to adjust the speed, you'll type width. For bullets, I suggest between 50 and 75. You can go all the way up to, I think, 500 or 100. Maybe it's 500 is the cap for things in this. I'm not sure. You can easily go up to 100 for sure, though. I recommend between 50 and 75, though. Anyways, back to it. Now, we're going to make sure that the gun is holdable. We want it to remain held until the grip is pressed. That'll reset when we made it part of this new block. And that should be it. This should be a working gun. Look at that. We made a gun, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, this is a very basic gun. You can always do something more complicated, like I've got this gun here. It's got little animations. When it shoots, it makes a sound, and also when it gets past 6 shots, it goes into empty mode until you touch the clip. The clip slides back in, and then you get 6 more shots out of the gun. I use this gun in my zombie simulator. Not today, bird. You live today. Alright, cool. So we talked about emitting things. Let's talk about these little guys. When I first started playing, I saw some little insects and stuff flying around in worlds, and I was like, oh my god, how did they do that? That is the coolest thing. And anyways, I finally figured it out. So basically, I've just got an invisible emitter that's shooting out little butterflies. Hello, little butterflies. Let's have a look at the butterfly. So the butterfly has got, basically it's an animated little butterfly, but what's important is that little block that I had hidden. Let's see if we can get it lasered. Alright, so when this butterfly starts, it propels forward with 0.05. That's very slow. You can see. And when it starts, all parts face someone. And that's what causes the whole it looking at you thing when it comes out. So it shoots out, all parts face someone, and then it just kind of hovers past you. Very cool little effect if you want to add bugs or anything to your world like that outside of the bird realm where they just kind of fly by. Now, let's look at something a little more complicated using a combination of emitting things. This is something I've been working on for a few days, and I think level 1 here is just about done in working the way I want it to be working. So this is my zombie simulator, and we're seeing invisible things, and that's cool because that will help me explain this. So what's going on here is we've got the same pistol from before, and it's got these little barriers around it. Red and green. Green is for level 1, red is for level 2, which is kind of currently under construction. And what happens is basically the code on this green one says that when touched by a zombot, send one nearby to pad 1, which is that little pad you see over there in the corner. So what happens is when you're out here in the game and you're reloading and one of these zombots get up on you, like that guy did, it touches it and sends you back to the beginning. Let me drop the gun so I don't get very... Actually, let's stop scripts as editor for a minute here. Let these zombots get out of the system. We'll skip past these guys. So we can look at this uninterrupted. So what I've got here is a zombie emitter. The colors just kind of tell me what time cycle they're on. They're all on a 10-second time cycle, but they will all emit one at a different point during those 10 seconds. So this one will emit at 2, that one will emit at like 4, and then I think I have blue ones that will emit at 6, and then they all kind of take a little break. And what that does is that just kind of, because I'm using pictures with my zombots, it spaces out the loading of the picture so your computer screen doesn't turn white every 5-10 seconds from 6 zombots loading in. This staggers my zombots out and keeps them from swamping down your graphics card and your internet connection downloading pictures. But what they do, getting lost here in train of thought, when it starts, it becomes 2 in 9 seconds. This is my long wait one. And then it becomes 3 in 0.2 seconds. And then at 0.3, it emits a zombot. See, these are under the effects of gravity, and that's why they just hit the ground and start rolling around. And it's the same concept as the butterfly. They have a little block inside of them that when starts, all parts face something and propel forward. These are using a propel forward with 2, which makes them slow and kind of easy to avoid. They're not too fast. And then when starts becomes 1 again, which restarts the 10-second timer of emitting another zombot. And that's just a way you can make your own little mini game. And of course, like I said, it's Anyland. It's really limited by your imagination. I know there's someone out there making a Doom level. I've heard lots of good things about it. I have yet to be able to check it out myself, because he's usually got it under private when he's working on it, but hopefully that makes it into the world tour video that I've been hearing rumors about. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope this helps you in your creation. I hope you learned something today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I understand that helps people find the videos easier, so it'll help other Anylanders learn how to do things. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.